Yes, sir. It's live. We'll see if we got volume and such. Let me go get my other phone. So, lo and behold, the share is back, man. We're live streaming. No swearing, no cussing. This is a show. There's not legal advice. There's no medical advice being offered here. This is not a place for you to go if you want to hear about the great things that Corsi and Alex Jones are doing around the internet. And I'll go and grab myself, being that this is the first live stream on this brand new channel that I made yesterday, folks. Yes. And the reason I made that channel, I had to see closes your account. You can't even contest them. So I had to do the long form. And had previous on in um, with the I had a privacy complaint, and I had a not privacy. Yeah, baby. Well, yeah, baby. The stream got interrupted, but we're back, baby. We're back. We got the working. Let's see, man. Up here, top chat, live chat. That's right. That's right. And then here we're gonna go with you know, we're going with we gonna go with the dreamscape, baby, dreams. And too bad I can't put no music in the back. Alright, 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 alright. Boom. Alright, so I'm watching on my other set over here. I just want to point out here another gentleman that I've been featuring in some of my videos here. He's shaved half his head, folks, and he's shaved half of his beard. And here he is. Here's another hero, self-declared hero, who's because the Fango's calling. Let me go like this on my main page and share it. That's how we're gonna get the word out, kids. I'm gonna go over to my main channel that's been rehabilitated. It's like I'm the Flash, man. I went into YouTube and I was like, so you know me. Got into Channel 3. You seen my face. You seen my videos. I love that video. I love that video. YouTube story channel where for come join my chat. Oh, how do I put out a link for this shit? Right. Let's see if I'm over here. Gotta make sure the screen doesn't flash out. Alright, so where is... Man, this ain't easy. Alright, give me a sec, folks. Man, I already got a video called Underrated LARP. Undergoes deep. Oh, here it is. We subscribed. Alright, we live, baby, we live. Give it a live. Dude, put that on mute. A live stream, and you trolls, they hit that bell button for you, and then when you join a live stream and hit like, right away it's shared with all your friends. There, you see how fast you came in. Boom! All I had to do was hit too crazy. They disconnected. So yeah, basically, love is the reason why live streams are going to be so peaceful and calm. Actually, and play, some relaxing music in the background. There's not going to be any stress on the live streams, because the number one thing that trolls hate is when you have a live stream, because it gets presented to so many people on this platform, being that it's going live. And so you don't want to disadvantage yourself by going crazy on a live stream with someone, that goes on there purposely just to ruin it. And then the next thing you know, you breach community guidelines. That's it for 90 days. So this channel is the peak live stream. There's the love right there. And I gotta figure out how to put how to share this live stream. I gotta actually go into my videos. Man, that ain't easy. I gotta go into my videos with my new iPad. I gotta figure out how to share the actual live stream. So Adelaide, maybe you can suggest someone that I should phone, and I should just prank call. You want me to prank call? What's his name there? Hacksaw. Give him a little 1 a.m. wake up call. Tell him the sheriff's a little pissed that he called Lift the Veil, and he dodged my 3 phone calls and made me look stupid all over the internet. Oh, well, it's probably because I got like 5 devices running off my internet connection. But I have a computer. What I'll do is the next time I go live, I'll reset my modem and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just chops or some lamb shanks in a stew. I got this slow cooker on 9 hours. Let me promise you. Yo, what's up, girl? So thanks. So don't worry about the shirt if you're a Trump supporter. This is a love, peace and love live stream. There's no cussing or fussing. I don't want my haters, my trolls to douse my party over here on the internet. Now that I can go live, yeah, you want to get Freddy? I'll get him. I could get him on one of my other computers here at the same time. But let me just put this here. Copy, and then yo, Crenshaw, go check out your channel and see what capers. I know I seen that Kendrick Lamar thing you were presenting on your channel. I hope I'll put a link to your channel in the description so that people go over and check out your analysis of another corner of YouTube that's not directly the corner that I'm in, but a lot of the characters kind of go from one side to the next. Yeah, I got my Trump shirt in the back. I hope it doesn't insult anyone. I'll put up a Dump Trudeau shirt next week just to make sure. Thanks, darling. So yeah, they tried to strike my account, or maybe by switching. I switched like 20 of my videos from from unfindable, not private, but unmarked to public, and maybe a couple of them got captured. I don't know, but I got like three strikes like about an hour after I did that. So probably my trolls saw all these videos come up, and then they struck down a few of them. And the funny thing is I was already doing a rebuttal to one of my DMCA strikes. So I had asked them, I had said that I'd countered it, and I did it on the 19th, and it was supposed to be exactly 15 working days. So it ends up being like 3 weeks. So it ended up being exactly today. Yesterday morning, one of my community guideline strikes was still there, and my other strike, my DMCA strike, my copyright strike went away, and yeah, and then that crap happened like just a little bit after I got all those community strikes, and I was like, damn. And then I did a long form count, or a request to have my channel reinstated, and then like 8 hours later it came back. So I was real happy because I'm sure everyone's lost a channel. It's a good exercise I mean, it's almost like someone steals your bike when you're 14 or 13 years old, when you get your first bike and someone taxes it off of you. So it's kind of like that when you lose a channel. I mean, I don't break any laws. I just make videos. And so, yeah, that's the size of it. I'm gonna see if I can get Freddie on here, but I probably need to get the link first, yo, and that way I could send the link. When I'm setting up, leave the link in this on this little computer here. Yeah, I got a pretty cool keyboard too for my iPhone, so I'm gonna get a different one, and I'll see. I was actually, you know, you can't let it bother you too much, and it's a good exercise because losing your channel makes you realize, like, man, this is a real volatile place. You lose everything just for making a little mistake or saying the wrong thing. They don't give you much chances. So you just gotta grin and bear it. It happened worse when the Pizza Gays first started, and they took down 5 channels in one night. And I didn't come on YouTube for a little while after that. I was a little bit upset. But it feels real good to get the channel back. So bless. I can't thank everybody that prayed for me. Please bring back our sheriff. Google's alright. Google, just because they took over the world and no one stopped them. It's like Microsoft with a vaccinated Microsoft on crystal meth. So Google's like all over the place. Oh, and I better not use terms like that. People might think this is not a peace, love, and happiness stream. So yeah, I actually I took time off because you start to feel jaded, and I don't want to end up like, or like I call Craig Sawyer, I call him, and I leave a message on his thing. But if the guy called me back and said, "Don't put this on don't put this on the internet," like I would have to respect him, like in a one-on-one journalist kind of way, I mean, you can't go and harass people. So I'm just being fun with people. If I spoke to someone and they got really upset, I would just say, it's just your LARP. Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. Go ahead. I'll talk about another one, and once you just got to be careful that you don't go overboard and become like Sidethorn. start running around and crazy enough that if Vice catches a glimpse of you, that's it. You're a friggin' internet sensation overnight. And so, what's the question? What's a question you got, Adelaide? Any question? Any question about YouTube? When is YouTube gonna fail? I think it's gonna fail right around December. Let's say when's Christmas? So like within 5 days after Christmas, they're gonna do something crazy because they're gonna get all these new Xbox kids, and they're gonna want to get rid of all the old folks hanging around at the bottom of YouTube. I'm like Flash. It looks a lot cooler on my screen. It might look all crazy on YouTube. They might say that I'm using a special time flux machine or something and friggin' trying to strike this channel. So let me see about sending that damn thing on over to my boy. So I got my first video out on this channel. It wasn't that exciting. It was only my new t-shirt idea, how to sell t-shirts. Alright, here we go, here we go. The unrigged LARP. How do I find? Guess I'll just go in here and find Freddy's. The wrong person. Oh, she threatened to dox Wake now. I don't think they're really threatening to dox. They're just like, they're just trying to pull a little clout. Like, they don't really understand what goes on YouTube over the last 4 years. These people just came here and people like Monty cleared the way for them, They didn't have to do that much other than just hang out together and keep pumping out videos and doing live streams together. And other people's channels were terminated. Like, there was a giant purge just to make room for these people. So, here I'm dropping a link. Boom. There, I dropped a link in Freddy's live stream. Yeah, so back to the thing about these, the Pizzagate characters, they're not necessarily troll type people, which for me that's the biggest not good type of activity, is to actually be the people that cleared the way for them. But I don't like the sock accounts that come and comment when they do a video about all the, if you do a video against them, that come and comment how great they are and how. I don't like the sock accounts more than I don't like the content creators. I actually, like everyone that creates content. I just wish people would, do some good with their, if they're gonna make fictitious content, just let people know it's a fiction story. And yeah, so I don't think she actually means to be doxing right now. Or someone put out the info of one of his friends that he buys musical instruments off of or something. I mean, I guess they've been looking into the guy. Hey, that's what they do. And in the States, it's a lot worse, because if you're like Canadian like me, they can't really do the crowd stalking in live like they do to Americans. So I guess it's good to keep yourself quiet if you're gonna speak out against these people that are, I'm estimating that they're. I mean, you could figure it out. about $7 for 1,000 views. So if they're getting like, you know, let's say their videos are going viral and they're getting 100,000 views on a video, well, that's $700 a video. And if they're each putting out 4 videos, it's a pretty good salary in a week. And obviously people don't want that to stop, so they call out other people and drop some information just so that it takes the heat off of them. But it's not the worst thing they could do, but obviously if she's got the wrong info, they just look stupid. But sometimes it's worse when they harass your friends and your family than yourself. So you know, it ain't no secret. I didn't come to the internet as no secret person. I was actually on Twitter, on Facebook. Then I left Facebook and I was on Twitter as China to 3, but linked to my Facebook and to my LinkedIn. It's not a secret. I'm not a secretive person. I don't have anything to hide. So it's like these people that say that they figured out who I am. I mean, my original channel was James de la B1, right? I had it since 2006 or 2008 or something like that. So I didn't come to be. I don't have to hide from people. Nothing I say is against any laws or rules. And it's the right thing to do to call people out. And not everyone could do it. Some people have kids. They can't do stuff like this. Because you can't take a chance at what these people do to you. If they find out who you are, it could be terrible. So it's not that I learned a lesson, but obviously it's better for me to come here as me than to come as a secretive person. Because if you come secret, it's just easier for you to be, steered down, take the wrong path. Being honest and being proud of who you are in real life and associated to the things you say on the internet. This is freaking. People give you mad props for that, man. That's why I don't worry about none of my trolls or any of the people that make comments about me, because they don't make videos. And if they don't make videos, then nobody's gonna. It's a video sharing website. Nobody's gonna listen to friggin' Avatar. So let them chirp. And as for myself, I'm just happy to be going live. I mean, hell, I could do, like I say and said many times, I'm the original live streamer. When live stream was new, and Pete Santilli was a wizard at live stream, well, I studied Pete Santilli and I figured out exactly how to do live streams. And then when they tried to make their LARP go mainstream, well, what I did is I went live stream and started anti-LARPing their LARP. And I did a pretty good job. I know a lot of people take credit for it, like all these Professor Doom and Monty and all these people, but they were involved with the damn LARP, man. Don't worry about me. I'm pretty much not the only person, because there's a lot of people that weren't buying that nonsense. The only people that believed Malheur was real was Richie from Boston. Everyone else thought it was bullshit. So God bless them, man. I know a couple people have made videos saying that they warned him not to go. Let me tell you, me and him were almost, well, can't say we were best friends, because obviously I don't know who the guy's friends are. But we were good enough friends that trust me, I counseled them about how much of a fraud it was. And Tachyon Time Lord, yeah, well, that was one of my protege people that I looked up to, and at the same time started doing videos the same time as me, pretty much. And I just really respected his work, and the trolls pretty much harassed that guy right off the internet, I think. So I freaking hate them people that did that. There's a lot of content creators. I know, like, just firsthand, I've seen, like, at least 30 people, like, grown men and women, probably good people inside, you know, but I've seen them driven almost to madness. It's pretty. So, that's why I prefer, if there ain't no scamming going on, I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? I'm only, like, originally on this quest when there's some nonsense happening, and they were saying, why are you picking on a girl? And it was K Smells. So, I was like, okay, whatever, man, let me move on up the ladder. And so, you know, her partner. And, I got no business even making too many videos about some lightweight. And I agree. So I got no problem making videos about STD report. Yeah, hallelujah, baby. You found more, or is I'm gonna set up TTS, talk to speech, Hampton Brandon, baby, and we'll get that running across the top, and I'll get it so that you guys can say crap, and I'll let it so my trolls can blast out like real slanderous things, and I won't care. So yeah, the first live stream, I'm back. I haven't been able to live stream. I've been able to join people's streams. I can explain to people what happened. Is that okay? So this is how Google changed over the last year with respect to live streams, and why it got so much easier for people. Is because originally Hangouts was a Google product, and you had to go, you'd be on YouTube, but to do a Hangout, you'd have to go into your Google product and open the Google window, and then do the Hangout through Google, and then go back to your YouTube where it would be broadcasting. And then in the last, like, I guess in the last 8 months, at some point, like, I know when you use handheld devices like laptop or cell phones and stuff, I mean, you just hit the button. It says go live or upload video, you know, make video or go live, and you just hit go live, and you go live. Before, you would have to, you know, it was too much trouble for your handset, almost like trying to transfer and open the other window in Hangouts, and then you'd have to set everything up, and then have both windows open on your handset. So they've changed it by bringing the function of Hangouts over onto the YouTube server. So there's no longer Hangouts is a Google thing. Hangouts is now, I don't know if you can understand that concept, but so it's accessed directly through the YouTube. It's no longer having to go through your G Plus and your all that garbage that they made you sign up for before. You had to have a G Plus account. And you know, these G Plus accounts, like, I don't want to talk bad about Uncle Google, but the G Plus accounts, I mean, if you want to talk about creepy as hell, everywhere that you go with your cell phone, that friggin' account rates, it marks your activity. When every time you go into a store, every time you go somewhere, every time, I mean, if you have things on Kijiji, all this stuff is in the analytics when you go and you search on a person's Google Plus profile. And that's how the trolls stalk you, like, to your doorstep, and know everything that you did and drive you nuts, is they go through your analytics and they go through your activity on Google Plus. So that's why I don't mess with Google Plus. And that's why a lot of times before I would never be able to go into Hangouts, because I wouldn't want to go onto the Google Plus and start messing with that and doing it. But now they've streamlined it. So, I mean, just the last week I went on to one with Freddie, and I didn't know I could even get on because I thought I had to do one thing and cross over, and it let me just join in, not even as a G Plus account holder, just straight using that program through YouTube. So hey, so now when you're doing live streams, that's what Google's trying to promote. Is they're trying to promote people. I mean, hell, I'll do it. I'll do it on go live stream, and I don't know. I'll go pay, homeless people like $10 an hour, like a real job, to wear, a Richie from Boston T-shirt, and we'll write on the back, Richie from Boston did this to me, and China the Three's helping me out, and we'll pay him $10 an hour just to wear the shirt around, whatever he's doing there, and he'll probably be making $15-20 an hour doing his panhandling. I've been called a panhandler, his worst jobs, I guess. But I figured I should write that down in my book as future content for the super stream. So what's the I see we got a whack load of people viewing this. I should open the pop-out chat. Let's see. Live chat. Yeah, Adelaide, if you're gonna do live streams, don't worry, you won't have no trouble. All you gotta do is make sure that guy that came on, John or whatever his name was there, starts talking about 153 News and how they're Jason Boss is a upstanding community leader. Just don't have that guy on, and your stream will be fine. And if it gets slow, I mean, hell, just drop me a line. I'll give you someone's number that's been doxxed, like Craig Sawyer, and we'll just start calling them up. I mean, I seen all the phone numbers on Craig Sawyer's phone. I have them all written down. If anybody wants to start calling them up, asking questions about what's going on with this backyard brawl rigmarole. But yeah, John Brown, that's the guy, the gentleman John Brown. I mean, the creepiest thing about that gentleman, and I don't want to just talk disparaging about people when they're not around, so that after when they watch my streams, like that guy probably watches all my content. So the thing that was tough that I found where I kind of like, that wasn't a normal thing to say, is when he questioned, like, what happened to my pops, and then he was like, "Oh, you don't like that, eh?" And then it was like it's like he was part of the gaslighting, just his tone and the way he said it. I was just like, why would you ask someone that? That's like you're rubbing salt in someone's wound. So I guess because I read body language and stuff and how people talk, and that I can kind of like have a better impression of what they're saying, subconsciously. Yeah, Joe Brown, that's it. Jay. This is like a Freddy stream. Just smoking a Marlboro here. A cowboy. Just trying to make it look like a cowboy stream. So, I guess, frickin' Freddy's, he's busy, man. He didn't catch the 411 over on his channel. Let's see. Let me put this in the back here. Let's watch a Freddy video here. Let's see what's up. Freddy's latest video. Honeybee docs threatens the wrong person. Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Wake now put up a video. Wonder what it's about. Oh! Chunky Beast. You know what she's doing now, guys? Check this out. I'll put a link in the description for Wake's video.
Yeah, so she said that if you want to keep up with the slander, bullying, and harassment, I'll just skip reporting on YouTube and report you directly to the police department. I'm telling you, these people, they don't really have a moral standard, because, I mean, it is not illegal to LARP anymore since 2012, but it's a slippery slope when you start LARPing and swatting people. That's another level of YouTube altogether, I'm telling you. So, hell, I mean, if you do something criminal, like, or you're gonna harm yourself, that happens sometimes, so you gotta be careful with YouTube. People are really crazy on this website. So, we got the Turkish touch up in the house. Everyone check out his channel. He likes Public Enemy. I like him. I like Public Enemy too. Yeah, so it's over on Freddie's channel. You go check it out, and basically she's just she's like a peacock, you know. She's just fluffing the feathers up. She's not gonna do nothing like that. I hope. I doubt she would do that. She's probably thinking about it now that it's going out as a video and wishing she never said that. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. And oh, is that Tudor? Is that the Turkish touch up? All right. Distorting baby. This is my best. My homie from Australia, man. Frig. I'm telling you, some people, if it wasn't for some people and people that support you, YouTube is an impossible place. I mean, it's cool. I'm used to not having friends and just doing what I'm going to do and not listening to other people, but it wears on you. It's good to have a few people that think that you're, you know, and that say nice things to you, man, and that appreciate your crazy, whatever crazy nonsense work you do. So yeah, Tudor, TDOR. They're distorting our rhythm, and a lot of people don't like them, and I like that, because the people that don't like them, they're not that nice. So I'm all right with that. And as for me though, I'm trying to be nice to people again. Now that I got my channel back, I'm like a cancer survivor. I'm just happy to be alive. Go figure. I would have been fartsing around the internet with this channel with 30 subs and friggin' did a live stream, and I only had one person. So I'm blessed now that people know where the live stream's at. Maybe I'll start giving things away like 2016. You know, when I started doing those giveaways and stuff, frig, they took down all my channels. And also, when you start getting around 1,000 subs, the people that, you know, that operate at this YouTube as a, you know, as a business, well, they don't really like competition. They don't mind if you have 1,000 subs, but you gotta kind of go with the flow. Once you go over 1,000, over 10,000, you definitely have trouble going against the flow, because there's so many people that stick it out. Yeah, the $1 million watch. Remember that? It wasn't $1,000,000. It was like, it's like you know, I bought it on an auction, so it's supposed to be like some stupid ticket price for $9,000. But then I saw it on sale for $600 at their website. So I was like, what, 9,000? What the frick? From 9 to 6. I was like, but whatever. I think I paid. It's an auction, you know. You buy things that nobody else bids on. That's how you win in auctions. So that's how I got a lot of those. I had a couple watches that I was giving away, and I bought some jewelry store bankruptcy auction thing. A couple items, about 10 rings, And yeah, it was exciting. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go and check on my lamb chops from Australia in my slow cooker and make myself a cup of tea. And I'm trying to keep this stream under 6 hours with no video or verbal violence for anyone. Because I don't want people to get all upset with me and be like, oh, there's his face again. Stay up all night striking this damn friggin' nice live stream, this peace and happiness live stream. And as for Honeybee, God bless her. I hope all this extra attention makes her forget about her stupid documentary and just donate that money to some kids somewhere. It does. I don't even any kids. Just so the kids get stuff. Like not the documentary's not gonna help. They got a lot of documentaries about Pizzagate already. It's and then next year after she launches this documentary, she's gonna raise some more money to make a documentary about the trolls against Pizzagate. Probably, you know what I mean? It's like it's just a strange scenario altogether. So I hope all this attention makes her realize that now's the time to friggin' make amends. Help some children. Nobody can't stop you from being on YouTube. Nobody wants to stop you. They just want you to do the right thing. So I'm gonna give her a chance. And I'm sure she's not gonna dox anyone, especially not Wake now. He sounds like he'd be real pissed if you doxed him anyways, and then he'd probably be worse than me. So, I mean, go easy with that guy. And as for me, I guess I don't care about new YouTubers, but like people that have been here 10 years, I'm intrigued at who exactly they really are, because that's like a puzzle for me. So that's not necessarily doxing. That's like you spend 6 years like, who the heck is this? And you see comments and you wonder, and then you wonder what their main channel is, or if they have one, or who they are, what they said to you, and then it's kind of like, you know, a memory game, like matching the memory cards, and then once you figure it out, it's like it's the right thing to do to let other people know exactly who they're dealing with so that they can't keep doing it. Like, it's very difficult for people like Pete Santilli that have already been busted 3-4 times pulling LARPs. Look at him. He's like a flounder over there flopping around. He's like a seal with one arm cut off or something, hooked a line and is hooked on a fisherman's line or something. But he used to get 170,000 views on a video, the live stream video that he'd be running, and had 24/7 live stream. I mean, he was blowing up. He was making like $5,000. What was it, $5,000 a week? So said Spitz. So yeah, now he can't even pull 500 views on a video. And I don't even bother the guy because I just feel bad for him. I see him over there and he keeps talking about, his nonsense, and they've already been duped. So people don't want to go over there and promote him, and so he's not going to be able to dupe more people because it's just him and his little sidekick there, Debbie. Debbie does. Remember when she burned down the Bunny Ranch, Lamar Odom's secret hideaway? She was hiding at the Bunny Ranch. Jeb Jordan was with Fiore, Councilwoman Fiore, and someone, I think Jason Goodman called them or something, and Fiore answered the phone, and he was calling to speak to the other one, and then it's like Deb Jordan and Fiore were in the same friggin' hotel at the Bunny Ranch. I mean, I don't know. Do they got dudes at the Bunny Ranch? I mean, can someone tell me in the chat? Is it legal? Is there like dude ranch in Las Vegas there, where the Bunny Ranch is? I think the Bunny Ranch is outside of Las Vegas in that next state. Yeah, Miss Piggy, I call her Fiorina. Yeah, Fiorina, Fiore, Fiore. I remember it ended with a E, and I think she was in a movie or something. Or no, she did I mean, I have a video of her singing. She's an amazing singer. I should freaking play that. But I guess I got a bunch of videos. I got about 2,000 videos that were deleted, and then after that I started saving all my videos. So I probably have about 3,000 videos since they deleted my 2,000. And I have about, because I make about 3 videos a day, and it's been 6 years. So, and sometimes I make 10 videos a day, and sometimes I make 1, but pretty much I make videos every day, trying to waste out the older generation. I figure I'm just going to keep plugging away at them and keep, you know, pointing out that they're slipping, and then eventually they're just gonna friggin' retire, man. I know if I was 60, 61 years old, and someone kept telling me that 60 is not the new 40 and crazy stuff like that, and go take care of yourself, go spend time with your grandchildren. I mean, eventually I would do it. I would just be like, you know what, this guy's right, man. It's like my buddy. He's he was doing overtime. He's always doing overtime. I'm like, man, when I turn 60, I'm retiring early. Like, I'm not even waiting till 65, like that scam where they try and make you work an extra 5 years. And I told him, I said, I'll be honest with you, all that's going to happen is you're going to keep doing overtime. You're going to drop dead at like 64 just from working those extra 4 years. You're not going to even make it to 65. That's why it's called retirement. Just retire and spend time doing whatever you want to do. And like 6 months later, he's like, yeah, I'm retiring in 3 months when I'm turned 60. I'm not waiting to 65 anymore. And I felt good for him because I know that's what I would want someone to tell me to do instead of working at a friggin'. He polishes airplane parts, for I won't mention the company, but it's an aircraft company. So, and it's not an easy job, polishing the slats in the jet engines. You pull them all out, and they have to be a certain thickness, and you polish them. And if they're too thin, you have to change them, and you keep polishing them. They don't replace them because they're $1,000 each, and there's like 2,300 blades or something in a jet engine. Crazy amount. Anyways, they all come out, every single one of those blades, and they all be polished. That's what an engine overhaul is. So, that's a good job. Oh man, this friggin' this live stream's blowing up. I might just have to run and put my kettle on, man, and just not even start it over. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me put down this. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. The Flash. So so we got the 6-6 49-49 happening in the time zone there, folks. So has anyone been keeping their eye on the Fullerton Informer for me? Cause he was using folks a lot. I thought I might have to, I talked to him a few times. I left him a few messages, and he seems to have calmed down. Does anybody know if has anybody had got wind? Is he back on the folks trail, or has he moved on to like kids or something like that, or friends? Cause that. But what do you think about Richie from Boston? How do you think people actually want to go on his stream anymore and do one of his shout out things for $500 where they pay him a certain amount of money and he shouts them out, or he has them on their show for one live? I think if you give him $500 a month, he has you on his show for 30 minutes or not on a live stream. And frig, do you think people really want to do that anymore? Because I know Rachel Rhinestones did that, and she caught about 400 videos about her being a Jedi Knight. So that was the end of her friggin'. I mean, she's back over there on Facebook probably again. But then the Fullerton Informer, he came on first, or I think he came on after, and someone mentioned it, and then I looked at him and I was like, man, this guy's amazing. And then I liked him from there, just hoping that he's gonna change none of his folks. He's gonna go with something else. I don't want to hear him every time I turn on his show. Think I'm listening to my clone. I gotta protect my copyright. Miss Puppet. Oh. Sorry. You gotta make sure you don't drip the tea on the dogs when you walk by. Holy smokes, I don't want to have a dog revolution. Nice one. Alright. Yeah, no, the Rachel, the best video I saw with Rachel was, I think it was Lively Locksmith that had a video where, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was him, and she was a Jedi Knight, and she was doing this, and she was doing that, and I guess that's content that she had on her channel, and she was trying to be funny, like she was gonna fight trolls. Like, all these actors, they think they can overwhelm you with funny acting, and like be like, oh yeah, try and figure out who my MCN is, and I'll give you $1,000. And then the next thing you know, like 10 minutes later, there's like 50 videos out, and one of them's like pretty much dead on, like you're in the friggin' pizza party MCN with those clowns that were standing on the stage, and also with the shout out box clown Joker people that do the same thing, that all get together and inter-promote each other. It's like a bloody incestuous marriage, for Pete's sakes. I mean, I'm gonna have to make this stream 18 and over just for pointing that out. I mean, but yeah. So after the Fullerton Informer got a piece, and then Rachie got a piece. I mean, I don't know. I think the only other person that came on is like I mean, he probably gets people that are brave and aren't worried about it. You know, like David Icke will be like, "Yeah, I'll go on. I won't pay you though." But and then they talk about friggin' lizard people or something. So
I'm just going to comment on what I'm seeing here. And she is actually doxed the wrong person and is sending the police department over to some poor innocent motherfucker
oh
that
oh
has a.
oh oh oh, this stream is 18 to 21, so there's not too much cussing. Yeah, I'm so thankful that I have like with this channel especially. I don't really have that many haters that know about this channel yet, so it's like it's real nice to have a place where I could go and Winter Moon doesn't show up in the chat like rah, rah, rah. Trust me, I've had enough of those people for the last 6 weeks since it's weird because they've been hanging around the lift the veil scenario when he was getting peppered by and then the Defango scenario, they were all around. Hey, Michelle, there you go. You see, what a blessing. I have all these nice people. This is it, folks. This is a stream where you can, you know, you can find good friends in the audience. And after this stream, once the word gets out that the sheriff's going live, man, there's gonna be that guy Joe's gonna show up and be chirping in the chat every friggin' time. Watch, talking about talking about the hand of God. So I wonder how we could get the word out to Richie's subs that we love Richie and we want him to shout us out. We want him to shout out the sheriff, and we're willing to pay him. Um, I guess $5. I'm willing to pay $5, and I'm hoping I don't get more than 50 of his subs because it'll friggin' overwhelm my friggin' videos with negatives for like the first 3 months until I convert them over to the good side. Yeah, ça va bien. C'est comme ça on s'est connus parce que j'ai vu c'est un nom francophone que vous avez. Fait que j'ai dit ah, au moins si c'est un francophone, au moins si je fais des blagues en anglais français, elle va peut-être trouver ça drôle. Yeah, no, I don't think she's actually got the cops going. She was threatening that if people didn't want to make videos about other things than her, that because she doesn't like that people are calling her the pizza profiter, she just wants you to make videos about Podesta and about everybody that Isaac Cappy's talking about, and that's okay. Like you can even go out and call them friggin' eating babies, all kinds of weird stuff. But no, you can't call out the Pizzagate crew for pretty much proposing all this madness. Pretty much the saddest part about Pizzagate is that this whole puzzle, which is what it is, pretty much like Cicada, but with all these child stories and searching here and following this one and ending up at the DC pizzeria and then right next to Hillary's thing, and then they had this whole list of symbols from the FBI, which I pertain is part of the FBI operation. However, they're involved with this madness because it's not. I'm one guy in Canada in Montreal. I mean, I figured these clowns out myself. You trying to tell me the real FBI is not busting these people, knowing what they're up to? They're involved and allowing them to do whatever they want. So that's how the Pizzagate story goes. That's part of the election cycle, and now for some reason they're trying to bring it back because they were trying to make money. And I knew it wasn't gonna work because the story of It's just, I know what the story is. I know what the pizza. It almost didn't work if they wouldn't have canceled my channel when they did in the end part of 2016 before the Pizzagate, or I think it was January 2000. Anyways, they canceled it a few times, but if I would have pretty much been able to slow that Pizzagate nonsense down, just like I stopped the OP dead in its tracks. I mean, I didn't even know this guy Craig Sawyer was a real person. I never even knew he had a YouTube channel or a Facebook account. I never seen him on Twitter. I don't go on those crazy websites. So when I seen him show up on Lift the Veil and this, that, the next show all in the same 2 days, I knew this. I knew that was it, man. This is the next one. And now I find out he's pretty much famous. He's been on YouTube. He's got his crest for his children or veterans for child protection or whatever. He's got some foundation that he gets money to, and then with that foundation money, he makes videos like Contraland, and he brings attention to the misery of children by way of making Vice-style created fictional arrest stories, because I'm sure they're not really arresting anyone. I mean, if you want to see real arrests, go check out Surrey Creep Catchers on YouTube. And you'll see a real dude, man. He's not. I doubt he's even monetized. But he probably sells hoodies or something and flip flops. And he's a cool dude. And he pretty much goes on all these websites, which are like chat sites. Because kids aren't really allowed to do videos. You know what I'm saying? So they're on the chat sites. And he goes on there and he poses as 14-year-old, 15-year-old girls. And then he gets people to meet him in Surrey or around Vancouver. And then when the person shows up, he calls them out. Go check it out, Surrey Creep Catchers. It's one of my one of the original content creators that I saw that I was like, wow, you know. Yeah, if people are evil, it's the right thing to do to do something or say something if you can. I mean, it's not the right thing to do if you're, I mean, lying and, you know, telling people that you're doing one thing and then really doing another. But if it's true and a person's doing that, what he's busting people for, I commend him for it. And let me tell you, when he gives his chat logs to the police in Surrey, they gotta go arrest the guy. And not the Surrey creep catcher guy. They don't arrest him. And he's probably already been arrested a few times, and God bless him, he ain't scared. He ain't scared, man. You seen him yelling at Guildford Mall a few times. Yeah, I used to work at the Guildford Mall back in the day when I was a little China to 3. Yep, I lived in Surrey for a bit. Lived in Port Moody and New Westminster. Lived up there in Burnaby, near New Westminster Street. Burnaby was nice, but it's cool to always. Did you know that people usually are they usually like being within 50 miles from where they're born? So something to know. I'm not one of those people that got into the nomadic lifestyle, you know, and figured, oh, I'm gonna go and move around to just find a better spot over here and this and that. Nah, I just deal with it. I like the cold. I like the snow. I don't care. Yeah, over all the evidence, the police and hands guys right over. Yeah, I've seen in the you know, the UK is it's a tough place. Man, this place is like Canada and the US have been around a couple hundred years. I mean, the UK, I mean, they had kings and crap and friggin' peons and slaves and those guys that light cannons and people that dig under walls and stuff like. That ain't no joke over there. Like, the taverns are like, the doors are like 5 feet. high because people used to be so short back in the day. So we got a lot more freedom in a sense because of it's less of a, it's less, it's a newer society. But I mean, America and Canada are pretty crazy now that they've been at war for like 20 years or since 2001, like crazy. The people are starting to the people are starting to look haggard over here. I hate to say it. I hate to say it's probably the same in the U.S. I know a lot of these people on YouTube are looking pretty haggard when you see them. Like, I just saw a video over on another channel, and I mean, just telling you, man, some of the things I see. I seen a video on James Munder, and he wasn't looking good, so he was having some trouble. I guess this was a couple months ago, but. Yeah, yeah. In the States, yeah, they already fought Canada. Canada attacked the White House and burnt it to the ground on New Year's Eve with the Mohawks. You know, probably like a handful of Indians and like two Frenchmen and one redcoat loser probably. But I know there's a story that goes along with that, but I don't devil too far back into the history books because people don't really want to know about that on this new media. Like if they want to know history, they can just get an ebook. And Google's rewriting history anyway, so whatever you believe history is, as a person that lived in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, it can be the same history for the people after you. Because the access to all the things that you got, well, it's going to be severely changed, and it's going to be more like a pre-crime kind of society where they know what you're thinking as you're thinking it. Imagine that. Yeah, that's what yeah, Munder is yikes. Well, there was some odd things going on in that last video that I saw. And it was pretty odd, so God bless him. And I know he's friends with Kay Smells, so God bless her too. So she's just friends with. Maybe she's running like a rehab YouTube channel or something. I don't know, but she's friends with all the like. Friends with best friends with Monosaurus, good friends with all the channels that are struggling not to get sucked into the QAnon pizza game gate LARP nonsense. And that's a good thing about having a small channel is you're never really influenced to follow. Nobody really wants you to follow their game because you're a small channel. You know, when you're 100,000 subs, people are trying to give you information to make you follow things that just gonna make you look dodo. So it's nice to have, under, let's say 400 subs, because then nobody really bothers you and stuff. Once you get over 1,000 subs, and if the trolls, for whatever reason, if they see you start getting money, and you're speaking out against them, oh, they're gonna put the blocks to that real quick, because they don't want to encourage people, to enjoy and to profit from the opposite of what they're trying to profit from. So it's tough. You gotta find a little niche over here on YouTube where, you gotta like what I'm doing is I'm making people realize like, look, I don't care about Corsi, I don't care about QAnon, I don't care about any of these, I don't care about Trump, I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, I don't care about anybody that's not on YouTube. And I mostly care about the avatars and who is the person behind the avatar. So, and I don't monetize my channel, so it's not the same thing. I'm actually doing a service on YouTube. I'm actually like You know, I'm like a dating service. I'm checking everybody out, you know, I'm checking them out, I'm making sure, and then I know who's good with who after that, you know. Yeah, once you upset, like everybody knows about me, like there's no way that, well, there's never no way, like I'm open for, maybe they could, you know, be like, all right, maybe, I'll call Vice and I'll say, listen, I got a great idea for a show, and I'll pitch him a new show, man. Frig, then we'll be rolling, man. I'll have some Vice money behind me. I'll get a couple of you guys in the chat to dress up with bandanas and stuff and come on my live streams. One of you can be a drug dealer in Miami. The other one could be like a Colombian drug dealer, and we'll do some fake drug run, you know, where everyone that looks like they're trying to arrest us is actually involved, and we're running flour or something nonsense. And it'll be a LARP, and with Vice involved, man, we'll be driving Teslas, we'll be friggin' flying in jets, and it'll be the end of this welfare YouTube. It'll be YouTube glory, man. I'll be like SGT report plus. I'll be like, what's that guy with the ponytail there, the good looking guy? Um, Hack the Flicks or something. Yeah, yeah. What was his name there? Poor guy lost his channel. God bless him. Um, the National Flicks. What was this crazy channel name? High Impact Flips. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I guess I should make a channel. My next channel, I'm gonna make it High Impact Flips. I'll just go with that. You know, I'll leech a little bit of sub love off of him. I'll wear a wig and take a photo of me with a blonde wig on and some sunglasses and like friggin' a flashlight or something, you know? And probably get friggin' 500 subs just from that name. It's a good idea. Oh, I see over here we got Freddie. He's congratsing Unirock on his promotion.
I think is what I counted. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They all have 20 results. One interesting thing is, look at this.
Oh,
ready?
Unirock is pointing out that there's an Arab QAnon post.
Yeah. The top of the banking system. Also to the Oval Office. To Brussels.
These guys, man. I mean, their stories are getting so bizarre. I mean, the next thing you know, friggin' Unicuck is gonna be LARPing as anti-ISIS, and they're gonna have him driving out wherever he lives. He's gonna drive down the street in one of those little tanks with wheels and infantry carrier or something, and that'll be it, man. With a YouTube sticker on the side, and he'll be LARPing that he's off to friggin' Afghanistan to free up the ISIS prisoners, the POWs in Iraq that were left behind. Give me a break. So I think it's fitting that Unirock is gonna end up on Infowars, because most of the people on Infowars, I still can't believe they're actually on those shows, because it's like, it's just pretty lame. Joe Biggs couldn't handle it, you know. That's why he fizzled out around the Pizzagate when, you know, Alex Jones was getting him to talk pizza. The guy was like, he was drinking, man. He was drinking so heavily the security choked him out in the stairwell and almost freaking killed our little beloved Purple Heart or whatever he's got. He got some kind of awards because at least the guy went to and then came back. He was an amazing vlogger, and then he got hooked up with them. I think Alex Jones just wanted to use his ass. It's not his fault. And then I'm sure once you join Jones's camp, there's a lot of people telling you what to do, and Alex Jones is probably the least of your worries because he's pretty much nuts. There's probably a lot more serious people in the building that tell everyone what to do. So I know I would never work there. I wouldn't want. Friggin' Alex Jones is sweating subs on purpose. He's giving you people that don't want to believe him anymore, and then they're gonna come over and not believe you. And the people that he's sending over into the internet to follow other people are totally nuts after following them for 5 or 6 years. Unless you start making your own content, you get sucked into these people's nonsense because there's a lot of people promoting it. So that's what happens. It's the groupthink method. And even I started watching Alex Jones and enjoyed it. And I liked it when he would go freak show style, and I like Pete Santilli too when he would start freaking out. But these people ain't. They just acting, man. They've been doing the same show. That's the easiest part of pointing these guys out. Is it's the same 10 guys doing the same show for the last 10 years. So whatever show that Kurt Richard Haskell, Pete Santilli, and all those crew, Rebecca Roth, all these people, whatever show they're involved in, that's the new show. Yeah, you know what? This year has been wonderful, man. I must say, Michelle, that, man, it's my pleasure because you just kind of like, you just want, you know, obviously, if you have benefits from YouTube, you don't hold that grudge in your heart, like, look what they did to me, you know? But because you kind of like, it's a give and take sword. But if you're on the receiving edge where you're just getting it from like high level people working together, you just want to, you know, you just want to outlast them pretty much. So this year the greatest thing is that, man, I was just making videos, you know, and then I started, I was making some videos, and then I just, for some reason, I started getting Freddie's videos, and Freddie had a bunch of people following him that I had never seen before. And honestly, I had unsubbed from everybody from the EU and to UK and from Australia after Scythorn came out, and I was on a live stream with him with PK, and you know, I look up with PK for a long time. I actually started doing videos, you know, watching his videos, Alex Jones, and then Pete Santilli, and then I would watch PK, and then we were doing truth bombs, and it was amazing back then. And it didn't really seem like anyone could be involved, you know, if they were divulging so much information and stuff that I was only noticing, you know, after they would point it out, or sometimes notice first. But it was an amazing time. And then that whole transition when the 153 news came out, that was just creepy. So I just stopped all contact with all those people. And I didn't really do the contact with the UK people because when Pizzagate first started, they had this other thing, Elsagate. And they tried to, like, prolong it. Like, they tried to make Pizzagate bounce from here to Europe and then back to here. And, you know, and control these channels and use that, you know, and the internet was like... And so I was just trying to focus on people that were American so that I could hear the way they're talking and get to the bottom of what's going on in America on the American YouTube, on youtube.com. And but following Freddie, man, I'm so glad. I actually met like 3 or 4 people, 5 people, maybe Rach, Scooby, OG, one, Kenobi, all these, you know, they got no reason to... They're making content, they're starting out, and then I just feel like I don't have to do so much. I just, like, watch their videos, and I'm just all happy that, you know, once regular people start saying like, okay, well, I'll just speak out a bit, like a truth or troll, once regular people like that just starts making videos, man, I'm just so happy. Just I just try not to say anything, and I just watch it happen, and that's authentic YouTube. And that's the amazing thing, is that you could have 50,000 subs, and a guy could have almost no subs, and if he's saying something other people want to hear, the only reason you're not blowing up, like, you know, is because YouTube don't want you to, and the algorithm promotes the other guy that already has a couple hundred likes in one day, and you're a new channel, so it's an interesting algorithm. But to me, the best part of YouTube is seeing someone that's new, like Lady, what is it, Lady Miss Lady K, or Lady. Um, she was speaking to, that night in Freddie's chat when Wake Now was a bit upset. I think it was Wake Now or maybe his buddy. But he was a bit upset with that girl that was obviously a sidekick, kind of hang around for the crew over there. And you just gotta. My advice to people is that, yeah, you gotta be careful that you don't sound like you're too much in love with them when they're talking. But it's good to let them talk, because usually they spoil it for themselves. And then I can make videos about all the crazy things that they said, and you get a lot more out of that than actually shutting them down, or being in a way that they feel uncomfortable and they don't talk freely. It's good to let people talk, man. After about 15 minutes, if people just talk, and they're deceiving you, it won't be more than 15, 20 minutes before someone in the chat screws them up by printing something, and then when they read it, they'll just be all screwed up. And when you're LARPing and stuff, and when you got this whole thing going, and you're you're projecting to people that you're not in a multi-channel network, and you're daring people to find your multi-channel network, and then you're coming back offering money to do it, and this is an act. And when people start trying to collect the money, and that story starts going south for you, and it just looks like you were nervous, and that's why you did it. It doesn't look like, it looks like bad acting is what it ends up looking like, because making that challenge, and also coming to YouTube in such a fashion, like, a lot of people can say how they came to YouTube, and exactly what was the first thing they covered making videos. And all the people that came with Pizzagate all together, well, even if they don't know it, they all came with the production, because the production was behind the release of the FBI symbol paper garbage nonsense. I submit that paper is bullshit that was made by the InfoWars team pushing the Pizzagate, by the Joker Alephantis with his pizza shop that already went viral in 2009. That's who made all those symbols, and then ice cream and all these things. They pretty much just probably looked at those symbols and then included them in, and that was part of their. And they probably hold stock in all those companies. It's probably all owned by Nestle. And then at the top of Nestle, you see Circo, and it's probably that perverted at the top of Pizzagate that they don't care about those names, Good Humor and Little Twinkie, and they mixed Twinkies went bankrupt, man. Nobody don't care about those candies no more, man. That garbage. And they could sell it in other countries. Once Americans get sick of stuff, like even when Americans got sick of eating McDonald's, they started exporting that McDonald's to every other country. And now I think everyone got sick of it, so they started having better menus. And I like the smoothies, so I'm not hating on McDonald's, but I know that the hamburgers, you can leave them in the back seat of your car for like 6 months, and they don't the bugs don't take them away, you know what I mean? So look at all these amazing comments. I got this. Yeah, Lady Court. Yeah, Lady Court was speaking to that girl that was, you know, for whatever reason. Listen, if you're on YouTube and you're in a live stream and then you start crying, and people should just give you a chance to collect yourself. And if you're gonna keep talking, well, you know, you don't want to keep. You don't want to look like when other people look to stream. They don't. You don't want to look like a person that is not empathetic. And it's important to kind of like, you know, you don't want to seem like a person. You want to seem like a person that's the way that you want other people to treat you, especially when you're doing live streams, because, you know, it's not like when you're typing, people see you, and if you're doing a live stream and you're not just showing an icon, people develop a story beyond what you say, just what you say. They develop the story based on your actions too, you know. I like the way Freddy does his live streams, because people feel very comfortable that he's gonna give them an equal opportunity to just, you know, he's not gonna be upset with any position that they take in particular. Uh-oh, here's GM CDX is trying to call me. But wait, this is on my oh, I can't do 2 live streams at once, man. That won't work. That won't work. Because I'm on another hangout. But, we had our buddy CX, one of the new YouTubers that I found. And God bless him, man. Listen, he's he's got a lot of his own content, and I'm happy to see all of it, especially that he's a new content creator. And the more somebody believes in something, the more I'm open to watching and seeing their content, and trying to understand how they get a feel for something and putting myself in their shoes. It's a pleasure. Just like Quantum of Conscious, I love that guy when he does videos. You just kind of like, you know, he talks about the Mandela effect. He talks about the flat Earth, and he's very, very kind, and he's you know, introspective on this time theory of where we're living in a simulation. And I just like hearing his perspective on things, and that's like a real original YouTuber. That's how YouTube used to be. People used to give their opinion on things, and then that kind of like channels like his kind of went away, and they became more like, you know, everyone started asking you for your sources, and then they all started parroting news channels, and everyone became a news channel for like 2 years now, and now the news is here, so they're all getting fired. Oh, Frodo, 5 others. Oh, I guess the Freddy's doing a live stream now. Quantum says not to bother with asking the JQ medicated control, we know. Asking the JQ. The J question. Yeah, you know what? It's difficult because, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit more, you know, more open-minded to, like, the fact of the matter is that it's, if you want to not monetize, that's okay. If you want to monetize, I don't hold it against them. Yo, Freddy. Oh, it's Hangouts audio. Alright, alright. Let me put it on speakerphone. Freddy. Alright, there they are, there they are. I hear you now, guys. I hear you now.
You hear me?
Of course, man. This is amazing. We got another live and a live, and I should go on with the sheriff account too, with my other cell phone like this. This is amazing, man. The kids, when they tune into this, they're gonna be like, holy smokes, look at that old guy, man, how many cell phones he has. I got one cell phone with the sheriff badge. Don't worry, when people say, I go, I'm the sheriff of YouTube, and then I show them, oh, wait.
Can't move this.
Gotta hold it on an angle. There you go, there you go. Yeah, this is an iPhone with a special case that I got that has like a keyboard on it. It's pretty cool. And I did a video on it. That's my my new iPad there. And then there's my computer. And
Hey, you can hear me?
yeah, of course, man. This is awesome. Ask me a question that you want me to answer. Well, I'm doing a super chat here with multiple phones all at once, and the radiation is passing through my head as I'm doing it, so I won't last long doing YouTube like this.
Just because the screen that says Hangouts video call, it won't move in my fucking computer.
Oh, well, mine says it's just an audio call. That's all it says. I didn't pick up video. It didn't actually come through as a video call. It just came out Hangout audio. But I'm already in another video call, so I'm sure if I do two, it'll just crash them both. Okay, I'm gonna go over to Freddy's. Freddy said, take her down, man. Take her down. We're going to the UK channel, man. I'm moving over. I'm closing down this stream. We're closing her down. We're closing her down, folks. We're closing her down. Alright, I'm gonna go over to Freddy's stream, and at least I'll have someone to talk to, like, because, this stream, people are gonna be like, this guy freaking talked to himself for 92 minutes. Like, the first 20 minutes of the stream, there wasn't anybody in here. Oh, man, what a blessing. Hallelujah. Go on over to Freddy's stream. And thanks for dropping in, Michelle. And I really appreciate having people stop by and stuff, especially on my first stream. It makes a big difference in the end. Especially when they read all these, they're gonna be like, man, his stream, we gotta get over there, man. There's so many girls in the chat. And you'll see. You girls are gonna have to be careful and make sock accounts. Adelaide, you make an account. Bartholomew. Alright. I'll see you over on Freddy's stream. Thanks for stopping in, everyone, yo. How do you end the stream? Share. Oh, here's the share button. Okay, and I copy the link. And then, and I can put people, I could add moderators. Alright, let me do that before I go. Wait. Make you guys my moderator. This is great. Where's my T door? Where's two-door, man? Turkish tuck up. And my friend Crenshaw. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe over to Crenshaw's channel. And she always has great live streams, and she has on interesting people. And yeah, it doesn't go up that far. Alright, I'm gonna end this freaking stream. Live. Where is it?